Well, actually, it's an embarrassing visit because when I visited him the last time, it was to try and persuade him not to run for office. I think I've written about that. I told Atiku and himself that they should please leave the grounds for young people. Call him secretly Olori Kunkun, a stubborn man. So he ignored my advice completely. So I came to see how he was doing after neglecting my advice. Wanted to see that both he and his wife were weathering Nigeria as well as can be expected. And it was as a friend that I told him, don't run, leave this thing alone. But he ignored me.
You know, he came in at a very difficult time when inflation was close to 30%. The debt, national debt, almost $40 billion. And then unemployment close to 33.3%. Then the management of the economy at that time was also a big challenge with almost 24 trillion naira printed, what is described as ways and means. So anyone that understands how the economy works will agree that it's a very difficult challenge. So
Professor Wole Soyinka and Governor of Abia State Alex Otti are in the news. Nigerian literary icon Professor Wole Soyinka has revealed to Nigerians how President Bola Ahmed Tinubu ignored his advice and went ahead to run for the presidency when he told him not to do so. He should allow the younger generation to run. Soyinka also revealed that he will withhold his assessment of President Bola Tinubu's administration until 1 year into the leader's tenure in May 2024. According to Soyinka, giving the president 1 year in office before he begins to criticize is a personal policy. He explained that this 1 year delays allow the president adequate time to make up for any perceived shortcomings and regain lost ground. It does not matter whether it is Tinubu, Goodluck Jonathan or Obasanjo, it does the same to every president. On the other hand, Governor of Abia State, Sir Alex Otti, who came in as a governor under the platform of Labour Party, begged Nigerians to be patient with Tinubu that he came in at a difficult time. Otti actually accompanied Soyinka to visit Tinubu, who is on holiday in Lagos State. Let's listen to both of them as they speak. But before then, if you are new to our channel, endeavor to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any latest updates. Let's watch Soyinka speaks.
My first visit, well, actually, it's an embarrassing visit because when I visited him the last time, it was to try and persuade him not to run for office. I think I've written about that. I told Atiku and himself that they should please leave the grounds for young people. That was the last time we met, about 5 years ago. And I called him secretly Olori Kunkun, a stubborn man. So he ignored my advice completely. So I came to see how he was doing after neglecting my advice. Wanted to see if both he and his wife were weathering Nigeria as well as can be expected, and to wish them happy Christmas. He's an old friend, as you know very well. And it was as a friend that I told him, don't run, leave this thing alone. But he ignored me.
Now that he has decided to run, like Olori Kunkun you called him, are you convinced otherwise?
Well, you know, something you may have noticed about me that most heads of state, when they take office, I always leave them alone for about the first year. I don't know if you've seen that. You should notice that. Because they need, I know when they come in, they don't start from ground zero. They often start even lower than ground zero, and they have to make up. So I have this personal policy, whether it's Obasanjo or Buhari or Jonathan, you'll notice that in the first year, I hardly ever say anything. And then people ask me, why are you not talking? I say, go and ask the last person that I spoke during the first year. So I'm adopting the same principle, you see. At the end of 1 year, ask me that question.
So what would you like to see him do in the next year?
That's very simple. I came here with a 7-point agenda. and we had a very thorough discussion on those items.
During the meeting, Soyinka disclosed that he came with a 7-point agenda and he has presented it to the president, although he chose to keep the details of the meeting confidential. But he, however, described the encounter as an embarrassing visit. Soyinka reflected on the last time he met with President Tinubu about 5 years ago, and he attempted to compel him not to run for office. According to Soyinka, he also did the same to the likes of Atiku, so the younger generation can come in. He described Tinubu as a stubborn man. Now, let's listen to Alex Otti.
No, he came in at a very difficult time when inflation was close to 30%. The debt, national debt, almost $40 billion. And then unemployment close to 33.3%. Then the management of the economy at that time was also a big challenge with almost 24 trillion naira printed, what is described as ways and means. So anyone that understands how the economy works will agree that it's a very difficult challenge. So one thing is that he has been very courageous, unifying the exchange rate and then removing petroleum subsidy, which actually had become a scam and costing us a lot of money. So those policies are good, but then they come with their negative sides. They come with challenges for an economy where over 60% of the population are living below the poverty line. So it's not going to be easy immediately, but I believe that if we are patient and if we go through the policies without compromising, that over time things will turn around.
Alex C. Otti came in as a governor of Abia State under the umbrella of Labour Party. The people of Abia State voted massively for him, and they equally describe him as their messiah, the one that will redeem the state and bring back its lost glory from the damage caused by the previous administrations of Ikpeazu and Theodore Oji. With what we have seen so far, Alex is here to serve his people. He hit the ground running immediately he assumed office. Currently, a lot of infrastructural work is going on in Abia State.
NNPP 1, PDP 1.
The Nigeria 2023 general election was an election that saw 3 candidates file up against each other, as against the traditional 2 we normally see between APC and PDP. At the preliminary stage, 2 candidates were seen as the major contestants: Bola Ahmed Tinubu of APC and Atiku Abubakar of PDP. Mr. Peter Obi of Labour Party was already written off. He was seen as an underdog. Nobody gave him a chance. But surprisingly, during the poll, Peter Obi shocked everyone. He created a record as he won in Lagos State, a state that PDP have not been able to penetrate in their 16 years of power. Up till now, many Nigerians still believe that Peter Obi was robbed of his election victory by Independent National Electoral Commission INEC, that he was the authentic winner. 2023 general election also saw many Nigerian celebrities like Teni, Davido, Burna Boy, Seun Kuti, Two-Face alias Two Baba, P-Square brothers of Rudeboy and Mr. P, AY comedian Simi, all came out with their full chest to express their views about the general election. Thanks for watching, guys, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more updates.